Officers, police department performance and community interaction have been brought to the forefront with nationwide unrest. One of the most recent cases comes from Ohio just yesterday. An officer shot and killed a teenager who police say was wielding a knife and, quote, employing deadly force.
News 10's Dominic Miranda spoke with the Vigo County prosecutor today on what he sees and when force of any kind is deemed necessary in Indiana.
Vigo County Prosecutor Terry Modestis says police training in Indiana has certainly ramped up recently. He says there have been several discussions between the prosecutor's office and local law enforcement agencies. The discussions are to ensure that officers understand what policies, procedures, and laws are in effect when it comes to using any force, let alone deadly force. Modestis says there are two statutes in Indiana that are relevant in making the determination to use deadly force. The first is self-defense. Self-defense applies to police officers and regular civilians. The second statute is titled Use of Force Relating to Arrest or Escape. This statute applies to police officers. Force of any kind is deemed necessary when imminent physical harm to you or anyone else is present, or it hinders police officers from doing their job. Modestis says this is why training is so important.
These things happen on the spur of the moment. And so, an officer has to make a very quick split-second decision and understanding that his life and or a member of the public's life might be at risk depending on how this situation is handled and what happens with it.
Modestis says he believes Indiana is one of the best states as far as law enforcement training is concerned. He says Indiana has made positive strides to improve the relationship between law enforcement and the community and making sure officers not only understand what you can and can't do, but what you should and shouldn't do.
I think everybody has got the right intent and all understand, the dilemma that we're facing. People need to come together, work on solutions as opposed to keep trying to pull everybody farther apart.
Reporting in Terre Haute, I'm Dominic Miranda, News 10.
There are